What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we just got our bike back from the 600-mile service, and now we got to flash the bike, since in the last two episodes we threw on the black titanium Termignoni exhaust, and then we also threw on the Sprint air filter in the video previously. So as I rode it to the dealership for the 600-mile service, I knew something didn't feel right. So I knew it was just a flashing issue. It's not that slop in the throttle. It's definitely different. The fueling is definitely off. So in this episode, we're going to be doing the UpMap flash that was included in the box when I purchased the Termignoni exhaust kit. But before we get into explaining what that is, if you don't know, let me show you how the bike came back from the dealership that I'm a little pissed off about. So we got our nice Termignoni exhaust installed, and if you missed the sprocket change episode, you notice that I cleaned the chain. I also put a fresh layer of Maxima chain wax. That's my preferred chain lube, and I didn't ride it after that. I was waiting till the dealership had an opening for my 600-mile service. It was all clean, ready to go. And for some reason, I have no clue why, they removed the chain wax that I had on the bike, and they put the thinnest chain lube that I've ever seen on the bike. I don't know what it is, but I'm taking it off immediately. As you can see right here, the drippage, the splatter. I don't know if you can see on the chain guard, but just all that drainage from whatever chain lube that they put on this. And it also got on my exhaust, and right when I got home, probably like an hour ago, that was the first thing that I cleaned off. So I don't know, I just don't get it. The chain was like immaculate when I took it to them, and they just felt like I don't know, it's probably a Ducati thing where they have to check it off the list that they did the chain. But gosh, couldn't they just like took a picture of what I already did and just say, hey, it's done, we put this, this lube on there? I don't know. Whatever it is, this stuff is horrible. I'm not gonna name the dealership because it's probably not their fault. They probably have to put a certain chain lube on there, but yeah, after we flash the bike, I'm gonna have to rip all this stuff off or it's going to get everywhere. It also flung up onto the bottom of my fairing, and my tail light, and my license plate, and the bottom of the seat. So I had to clean all that stuff off, and I'm not going to do that for another 100, 200, 300, I don't know, 1,000 miles or whatever. So now let's take it up top, talk about the flash. Alright, so if you're new to the channel and you have not seen the previous episodes that I was referring to, I'm going to put the entire build series playlist of my 2022 Panigale V4S in the top right of the video for you to check out. So you can see all the past episodes and all the future episodes that are filmed after the time that you watch this video. So in terms of the UpMap, basically, I don't know if it's sold with every kit, but with Termignoni at least, they include a Sprint air filter, and they also include what's called an UpMap. And the UpMap is a Bluetooth flashing device, basically, that you pair with your phone. Nice Indian bike. That you pair with your phone, and then you can flash your bike straight from your phone. You can also download the original map in case you ever need it, and you will need it because I'm going to talk to you about that once we get further into the episode. So let's get into the process of it. It shouldn't take too long, so let's do it. Alright, so here's what came in the box with my Termignoni exhaust. So we have the UpMap by Need for Power, and then here is the Euro 5 OBD cable. So this will plug into this, and then the OBD cable will plug in right into the seat right here. So here's your Bluetooth module that flashes the bike, and here's the connector needed to access the bike to the Bluetooth module from your phone. So we're going to get started by taking off the seat, and then we'll go into what's next. So to take off the seat, it's just two 4mm bolts right here in the back. Now we just lift off our seat, just pull it backwards. So this right here is your diagnostics tool. So your OBD connector, whatever you want to call it. This is what we're going to be connecting the cable into the UpMap device, and then we'll be able to flash the bike, remove any codes, and all that good stuff. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is just scan the QR code on your phone. So it's going to open their website. And basically just scroll down to the bottom and get the app right here. So UpMap app, download from Apple Store or Play Store, whatever kind of phone you have. I already have it, so I'm gonna hit open, but you'll see the download button if you don't have it. Now when I open the app, it's gonna ask to use Bluetooth, so I'm gonna hit OK. So this is the home screen of the app. It might ask you to register an account, so pretty much just enter, your full name, your email address, password, stuff like that, so you have an account with UpMap, because they do have a store where you can buy additional maps. Let's just say, at least for my exhaust, I want the one with the DB killers installed and the one without the DB killers. You can have multiple maps on this app, and when you do get the device, it comes with one free map. So we're obviously going to go with the one without the DB killers. And, like I said, this store will allow you to download more maps for the type of system and setup that you have. So if we hit the button on the top left, it's going to say user process. So step 1, connect device to motorcycle. Step 2, log in the store, choose the map. Step 3, reflash. Step 4, have fun. So let's plug everything up and we'll take it from there. All right, so we got the UpMap opened up. Just need to plug it in. This way right here. So it's got like a cool little carbon fiber look on the plastic. And the other end of this OBD plug is just going to go into our diagnostics port right here. Now you can see that it has power. It is green. So now that we have a green light on the UpMap, we're going to go in the phone app. We're going to go to our profile right here. Going to blur out my email address. And then we go to devices, and then it's not going to show any devices since you haven't paired any to your phone. So we're going to hit plus. Now you're going to accept all the terms and conditions that nobody reads. Go. Make sure you have UpMap device, cable, yep. Active internet connection, yep. Bluetooth on, okay. Run stop button in run position. So we're going to go put the bike in the run position. So now the bike's in the run position, we're going to hit go. Choose the brand of bike, Ducati. So Panigale V4, so it did connect. Oh, it's going to make us choose. Okay, so it's showing us where the connector is. So we're just going to hit go, because we know where it is. Connect your device to the bike. Yep, it's connected. Check that the run stop button is in the run position with your key. Yep, hit go. Check, make sure that Bluetooth is on, go. All right, found device. So it found the T800 Plus. So it's connecting. Now go to configure. So it's downloading the firmware. And we'll come back after this part's done. So while it's updating the firmware, before we do the flash, just make sure don't close out of the app, don't take your phone too far away, and don't turn off the bike, just let it finish, and then we'll come back when this is done. So while that's updating its firmware, my future father-in-law thought it was funny. Max's future motorcycle repair shop established last year, the date of the YouTube channel. But yeah, I do have 3 bikes in here right now. So this XSR 900 I'm actually fixing for a friend. He had a pretty bad wreck where the bike didn't take much damage, but he took some damage. The stator cover cracked from the bottom, so we had to do a whole new stator cover. Also drained all the fluid, oil, redid all that. We also installed some frame sliders, and then we also have a Puge windscreen coming up to throw on his bike, as well as some other parts that I don't know off the top of my head. Pitbull stands for days, of course. Here's my R1. Yes, if all you guys still wondering about my R1, still have it. Gonna be selling to a buddy. And then there's my FJ for my fiance and I, sitting there in the corner on a tender. So yeah, it kind of has turned into a motorcycle service repair shop. That's just thought it was funny that he hung that up for me. So that took about maybe 7 to 10 minutes. I'd also turned the bike on and off maybe 2 or 3 times. And now it's going to ask you what your bike is. So it already detected my Panigale V4 2022. I don't see V4S as an option. I don't think it really matters as the motor's the same. The S really just has the suspension. So I'm going to be clicking V4 2022 USA right there. Then I'm going to hit configure. Now model is identified, model paired, so it shows Panigale V4 2022 USA. Hit confirm. Device paired successfully. Alright, so we can end the configuration. Alright, so now it just shows the progress. We just got done with the first one. So log into the store, choose the map. So the first map that we get is free. So we're going to go to the store icon to the right. So now that we're in the store, these are all the maps that are available. So you have Aero, Akropovic, and Termignoni. So we went with the Termignoni D184, the slip-on. They also have the Termignoni D184 without DB killer. So that's the one that we're going to be tapping on. And like I said, you can purchase the one with the DB killer if you think it's too loud, and then it'll tune for the DB killers installed. So I had to skip through part of the shopping process to hide my personal information. But for me, we went with the D184 without DB killers since our DB killers are not installed. So if this was your first time doing this, click on this, and then it'll say 159 euros. It'll say Termignoni slip-on exhaust without DB killers. It'll say that your aftermarket air filter is allowed, so you can put an aftermarket filter in. Your lambda probes are disabled, so you can take off your O2 sensors if you wish. And your exhaust servos are disabled as well. So right here, thanks to your new UpMap device, the first calibration is free. Use the code FREEMAP coupon. So when you go to add this to your cart, there's going to be a little section that says voucher. That's where you're going to put FREEMAP. I did it in all caps. I'm not sure if it matters. But once you put that voucher in, FREEMAP, it's going to zero out the price, and it'll make it 0, and then at the bottom it says I confirm my order. So that's how you purchase the map, and it's downloaded onto your phone. So now the next step, go to your profile section. I'm going to blur my email once again at the top, saying something in Italian I don't understand. So if we go to the motorcycle, the first thing I would do is download the original map. And I'm going to bring it up 1 second to tell you about this. So when I was at the dealership and I picked up my bike after the 600-mile service, they noticed that I had an aftermarket exhaust. And they said, once I bring it back for service next time, tell them that there is a flashed ECU, so that they won't touch the ECU, because apparently Ducati makes them put updates or something on the bike based on their updated software or something like that. So it would basically erase your flash no matter what. Or you can download the original map before you ever take it into your service, just like I just showed you that button. And then when they go in, they think that you have the original map and you're not going to have any issues. So download that original map just so you don't have any issues with your warranty, with your service, none of that. Because Ducati does not want you flashing these bikes. Their rules on their warranty are super strict. Everything that's done to this bike is logged in a computer somewhere overseas. I don't even know, in Italy or something. So like I said, download that map. Make sure to keep your bases covered just in case. Now let's bring it back down into the flash. So like I just said, from your profile icon, which is the one right here with your little helmet. So we're going to hit that and go to motorcycle and download original map. It's going to show your VIN, which I'm going to hide, and also download original map. Would you like to download original map? Confirm. So just make sure everything is on. Your bike's in the run position. Bluetooth is on. Now it's going to download your original map. So we'll come back after this is done. Alright, so the process took about 2 to 3 minutes to download the original map. So it says procedure completed successfully, so then you're going to hit end. So now, previously it said download map, now it shows restore map. So we have the map downloaded and saved to our account. I believe it's also saved on the phone. So we'll go here. Now let's actually flash the device. So here is the V4 2022 D814SR, which is the map that we just got off the store for free with the UpMap. So I believe, yep, okay, cool. So we just click on it and then it says, would you remap your control unit with the new map? Confirm. So it's going to just say, you know, don't move the phone, keep your Bluetooth on, all the same stuff. So we're just going to hit go. And we're going to put the phone right here and we'll be back when it's done. Alright, so that process took about 10 minutes. Now if we look under maps, right where we just were, it shows the Termignoni map and then it has a check mark next to it. So it looks like we're all flashed and ready to go. So if we go back to motorcycle, we can restore the original map. If we go to maps, we have this one that's already mapped. If you did buy additional maps from the store, they would also show up here and you could probably switch between them if you wanted to. But DTC means any codes basically, and with this delete button you can delete any codes. It'll also show you what the codes are for. And that's all I know pretty much from messing around with this app so far, but we're all flashed up, so let's give the bike a start and see how she's idling, and also with some throttle, because that was one of my biggest concerns. So we'll just disconnect the unit right from here. Put a little cap back on. Tuck it back down here. Now we're not going to put the seat on for the start and the throttle test, but we will put it on afterwards, of course. Alright, so we're going to turn the bike on, see how she idles. That was one thing I noticed when we installed the exhaust and the filter before the flash. It would cut off during idle at times. It also wasn't smooth. It would go up and down in RPMs. And then the next thing we're going to try is just how the exhaust reacts with some throttle blips, because I noticed when I would get on the throttle sometimes there wouldn't be enough fueling to match it. So we're going to test those two things. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this episode of how to flash your bike with the T800 Plus UpMap that was included in the box from Termignoni. So it's pretty easy to do. I mean, just follow the prompts on the phone. Don't forget to put free map in the voucher section, and also download your stock map before you flash your new map, just in case anything were to happen, and also for your service appointments so you don't have any issues with your warranty. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, drop a thumbs down. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to hit me up on Instagram, Motovice Official, or put them down in the comment section below. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, we've got a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing with this bike. Super excited about the series. So definitely subscribe for future content and stay tuned for what's to come. Alright guys, ride safe. See you next time.